7 hours of commercial-free football start now.
As of today, Tua has not been cleared by doctors to resume football activities on the field with his teammates. So, because of that and because of the time that he's missed, I can rule him out for Sunday.
Well, there you have it. Tua Tagovailoa is out for Sunday's playoff matchup against the Buffalo Bills as Miami is now preparing Skylar Thompson to get the starts on CBS in Buffalo. First and foremost, I feel terrible for Tua. Tua Tagovailoa was having an excellent year. Tua Tagovailoa has been concussed multiple times. When we're talking about the head and we're talking about the brain, obviously he should not be playing. And obviously Miami cannot function without him. I mean, the numbers, the feel, I mean, it's a totally different team. Miami doesn't have a prayer of winning with this guy. Skylar Thompson on the road in Buffalo with that crowd going up against the Buffalo Bills. You have to outscore Josh Allen. Congrats to Buffalo on beating Miami. There's also a bigger picture here, and I love Tua Tagovailoa. That's well documented on Time to Shine. This is one of those big picture where Miami's going to have to think about what's next at the quarterback position, whether that's finding a much better backup, whether that's saying goodbye to Tua, whether that's signing Tom Brady or going out and getting Derek Carr or Jimmy Garoppolo, who knows the Mike McDaniel offense. I just feel terrible for Tua Tagovailoa.
All right, the next game we got the Dolphins versus the Bills. As we already talked about, Tua's out for this game. And the Bills, they won a division. Also, they finished the number 2 seed. So, who wins this out of the Bills and the Dolphins?
I got the Bills. Back in Buffalo, they beat Miami the first 2 times. 0-2. I got them beating them again.
You meant they beat them the second time? The
Oh,
Dolphins?
yeah, you're right. My bad.
I'm going with the Bills, just for the simple fact that Tua was out and the Bills at home.
I mean, this is my least interesting game, just all the controversy around it. Like I said, Tua Tagovailoa been in a concussion protocol for 3 weeks because he took a little rough hit and he threw 3 picks in the same game, but the nigga looked good. I mean, he was completing passes, but sometimes you throw picks. So I done seen niggas go 22 for 25 and their only 3 incompletions was picks. So, I mean, and then he said like over 300 yards, so I'm trying to figure out how you get in a concussion protocol because you threw 3 picks. What the fuck? Tyreek Hill went to the staff and like, man, he ain't efficient this game, man. You checking?
No, they was trying to say he threw 100 of them picks in the second half, I think.
Alright.
Or after, no, I think he do the first one before halftime.
So this is my thing. I can see if every pass was nasty, but then he completed 20-yard ahead of Tyreek. Didn't Waddle score in the second half? I'm just saying, it's some shit that happened good in the second half for us to just be focusing on 3 bad picks. I mean, 3 picks. That's 3 bad plays.
That was the Packers.
That game's the Packers. That nigga was nasty that game.
Not the whole game.
He said he had like 400 yards that game. Almost.
All I'm saying is how can you not get praised for completing a 30, 40-yard pass? But your picks was nasty, so we think something wrong with you. Why you don't think nothing wrong with me when I'm throwing this bullet pass? That still gotta be perfectly in the nigga hands. Like, that shit don't make sense. And then let's go to the other side. Come on, yo. I have no liking in me at all for the Bills. But this whole Monday Night Football situation last week was a shit show. Not only do these niggas get no record at all, no draw at all, they just the only 2 teams in the whole league that's not going to have a 17th game on their fucking standings. And it just doesn't make sense. And because of this game, yeah, we were down 7-3 when it ended. You don't know if the Bills wouldn't have came back and won this game. We don't know if the Bengals won on injured, but for that simple fact of this one game not getting finished, that put the Chiefs automatically as the niggas who get the bye.
This
shit is looking like a whole narrative around making sure that before Brady permanently leaves this league, that Patrick Mahomes is the new permanent face. This is what it's looking like.
How you gonna make sure
I
the
don't give a
Chiefs-
fuck about the Bills, but this situation is wrong.
That's not fair that the Chiefs had the number one. They wasn't the number one seed prior to when that happened.
The Bills shouldn't have been pushed down into no number 2 seed just because the Chiefs won. The same thing with the Bengals having to even have to potentially deal with a coin toss is just bullshit. How do you make these decisions knowing they're impactful, not just the statistics, but the standings, the playoff positioning, the fucking bye, and there's no ramifications to not having the game? Like Joe Burrow touchdown just don't count at all. Tyler Boyd touchdown just don't count. Tyler Bass touchdown just don't. That don't make sense.
Yeah, I thought they should at least kept the stats.
Like I said,
Played some of
even
the games.
like it's just too many negatives. It's one negative to fucking decide we not playing a game at all. Then there's another negative to say we not gonna count any of the shit that happened in that fucking 7-8 minutes. Now you just acting like this. Nothing on Monday existed except for Damar Hamlin's injury. How did he get injured if we don't play the game that existed? You can't make the injury the only thing that exists from that game. That doesn't make sense. That's rewriting history, and that's unfair to the Bills and the Bengals, who had the most to lose from that situation. And they did nothing wrong.
Right.
So
That's why I'm saying they could have at least played that makeup game.
I
Yeah,
mean,
because my idea at first was something for them, but they said the Bills already flew on to at least play on like Tuesday or Wednesday. Then I was like, since this the last week, them two teams you could basically have add a Monday Night Football to Week 18, play 2 Monday Night Football with
That's
those
what I
two
was saying,
teams.
because you never had Monday Night Football on the last game of the season. So why not just edit that game and just, all right, we're just going to do it next Monday night? Because y'all already didn't have a game schedule.
Yeah.
And then even if you wanted to go as far as to say, no, it's too late in the season, them fucking stats got to stay. Give them niggas a draw. They both got a draw on a tie on each
That's what
side.
I was saying. They should
But nothing, we just not going to give anybody
They just
anything.
no record. They just gonna stay with
Just not-
playing 16 games.
So these fans ain't go to this fucking game in Buffalo. In Cincinnati, they didn't go there. What the fuck happened on Monday then? The fuck, Damar Hamlin slipped down the steps? I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be an asshole sensitive to his injury, but what the fuck happened if nothing happened Monday in an NFL, but this NFL player got hurt on the field? And I'm sorry I had to make this answer long, but there's no way the Dolphins winning this game with Skylar Thompson. Unless he turned into Tom Brady.
No, the Bills gonna put up some
Joe
points against them.
Montana,
And Diggs
Troy
gonna get a
Aikman.
touchdown. Joe Montana, Troy Aikman.
Shit, Dan Marino about to come out that bitch and help him.
That's probably who they gonna need.
Yeah, they need the fucking undefeated Dolphins for this one.
Josh, I know it was an emotional win. Let's start, though, with the kickoff return, 1 of 2 by Nyheim Hines. What did that return do for this team to get this game started?
I'll tell you what, you couldn't have scripted it any better. Obviously, a lot of emotions that went into this game. Our guys came out. They played hard. You know, obviously, Damar's been on our minds for the last week. To come out here and play the way we did, obviously wasn't the best showing that we had, but the way we did it, it was pretty special.
I had another game on the Sunday slate. You got the Giants versus the Vikings, which they actually just played a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Also, this is
Two.
two.
I know all the playoff matches is rematches from the regular season. All the games been played this season.
Yeah. Also, this is 2 rookie head coaches battling it out. And who wins, Giants versus Vikings?
I'm still going with the Vikings. I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants won.
Giants
Last
have-
time, Vikings won by.
Giants-
Upsets pick. Giants gonna win. I don't even like the
And
Giants.
that's another
But I don't like the
coach.
Vikings either.
That's another coach that deserves some consideration. Nobody's seen the Giants in this situation.
But I don't like either team.
And their defense is better than their offense to me. Their defense has stepped up incredibly this year, the Giants. And the only way the Vikings lose this game is if they beat themselves, because I just don't think there's enough star power on the Giants to outscore the Vikings. Giants win this game if the Vikings let
Yes,
them.
it is. The star power is Kirk Cousins on prime time.
Well, the score last time was what, 38-35.
That's beating yourself.
Shit, they scored 35 points last time.
That's the star power. Kirk Cousins being on prime time.
Like Kirk Cousins gonna have to give up 2 picks, 2 fumbles for these niggas to win. Because if he throws a
He captain
perfect,
Kirk along.
Giants don't win this
What was that?
game. If Vikings have no turnovers, there's no.
What
way
was
Giants
that game
win
a
this
few
game.
weeks ago when Kirk Cousins he didn't know how to play football? It was who was they playing against?
Yeah, they should have put him in a concussion protocol, and they put Tua.
Wasn't he the quarterback the last time the Vikings made the playoffs?
Oh,
Kirk Cousins.
when last time Vikings hit the playoffs?
I think a year, 2 ago. When they beat the Saints in the wild card, when fucking Kyle Rudolph got that touchdown, who was the quarterback?
No, that was Case Keenum.
Case Keenum was still the quarterback.
Yeah, that did sound like a Case Keenum.
That don't sound like no. That don't sound like no.
That don't sound like a Kirk
Hey,
Cousins
Kirk,
touchdown.
Yeah, I think it was 2019 or 2020. I think it was the season before the pandemic, or
It might
the
have-
season that was the pandemic. I don't think it was no fans in that game.
Don't give me any time.
I
think
don't
you
know Kirk
remember
Cousins
that.
was on
What? It should be Kirk Cousins' fourth season.
well, I think that he was the quarterback.
He might have been. I don't know.
He won a playoff game before.
Alright, we got-
I think the next game they played the 49ers or something.
Does this feel any different than a normal week?
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Ready to go. Got it. Yeah, football, man. Shit, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna make sure the guys are ready to go as much as I can. I know these guys, looking forward to, the environment on Sunday. You can't just skip the process of us being ready for these guys, man. It's gonna be a hell of a game.
Final seconds. Kickoff. Got him. I love it, buddy. I love it, pal. And Brian Dable pumping his fist to the crowd. There it is. The final score, the Giants 38, the Colts 10. And the Giants will make it to the postseason as the 6th seed.
Yeah! Let's go!